Alright. I got you. Yeah, there are lots of
All right. Please rise if you are able for the graduate procession. Please remain standing until the graduates have been seated. Please be seated. Please rise if you are able for the academic procession.
In the toil of thinking, in the serenity of books, in the messages of prophets, the songs of poets, and the wisdom of interpreters, in discoveries of continents, of truth whose margins we may see, we delight in free minds and in their thinking. In the majesty of the moral order, in the faith that right will triumph, in the courage given us when we ally ourselves to truth in any form, in the privilege of being co-workers in good causes, we celebrate the unseen goals we share and serve. Let us build a world safe from war and oppression, free and satisfying, one that ultimately furnishes answers for us all. Please be seated.
Graduates, friends and family, good afternoon and welcome. I'm Sri Krishnan, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the land on which we gather today. Toronto, traditionally known as Takaranto, meaning where there are trees standing in the water, occupies a place that has been home to indigenous peoples for over 15,000 years, including the Huron-Wendat, the Petun First Nations, the Seneca, and most recently, the Mississaugas of the New Credit River. This territory is subject to the dish with one spoon treaty between the Anishinaabe, Mississaugas, and Haudenosaunee, which bound them to share and protect this land. Subsequent indigenous nations, peoples, and settlers from around the globe have welcomed into this treaty in the spirit of peace, friendship, and respect. Takaranto is now home to many First Nations, Inuit, and Métis people. Recognizing where we stand is not an attempt to historize the experiences of indigenous peoples or to offer platitudes. It's a thoughtful and intentional act of acknowledging injustices and committing ourselves individually and collectively as a university to the path of truth and reconciliation. I encourage each of you to consider how we can honor the history of this land within your own professional and personal life. Thank you. Graduates, today marks a profound transition. It is both an end and a beginning. For the past several years, your lives have been shaped by a familiar rhythm: lectures, labs, design studios, and the systematic progression of semesters. That structure provided a clear rubric of performance. Your journey through this curriculum was intentionally rigorous, demanding a high level of perseverance, analytical clarity, and personal commitment. You met those demands with tenacity, and you should take genuine pride in reaching this significant milestone. Tomorrow, you enter an open-ended and unbounded phase of your career. There are no more syllabi to map out your weeks and no more deadlines to dictate your path. This transition can feel uncertain. You are moving from students to practitioners, becoming the principal architects and engineers of your chosen professional trajectory. You must now decide where to apply your engineering mindset and your architectural vision. In our disciplines, we are trained to value empirical data, rigorous structure, and meticulous planning. We calculate risks, model stress points, optimize systems, and predict outcomes. This precision is your foundation. While we must remain methodical in our blueprints, we must also develop the capacity to capitalize on the unexpected. Serendipity is the ability to recognize fortunate discoveries by accident. Major breakthroughs often occur when a trained, analytical mind encounters an unplanned result. Discoveries in material science, computing infrastructure, energy systems, and structural engineering are frequently accelerated when disciplined design meets an unexpected data point. To leverage serendipity, you must be willing to step outside the pre-existing boundaries of your current comfort zone. It requires accepting opportunities even when the variables are not fully known. However, your technical skill and creative vision must always be governed by a strong ethical compass. Engineering are far more than technical execution. These represent knowledge made tangible for the distinct benefit of humanity. Prioritize sustainability, diversity, and equity in everything you build. Ensure that the projects you lead and the teams you form are inclusive and attentive to broader societal implication. As you confront complex global challenges, remember that solving large-scale problems is rarely a solitary endeavor. The most significant achievements are made by effective groups working in close collaboration. You sit here today as a cohort that has demonstrated remarkable resilience. You know who you can count on, and you understand what it takes to perform under pressure. The entire Toronto Metropolitan University community, the faculty and staff on the stage, and a global network of alumni stands ready to support this transition. Today, you're also experiencing a metamorphosis as you transition from being students to becoming alumni. Your bond with TMU will continue to strengthen throughout your lifelong journey ahead. We look forward to seeing each of you again as you return to your TMU home and engage with your TMU family. On behalf of the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science, I congratulate you. You are thoroughly prepared, and we look forward to watching you build a more functional, sustainable, empathetic, and a safer world. Thank you and congratulations. To begin this very special day, I introduce to you the Chancellor of Toronto Metropolitan University, Donat Chin Loy Chang.
Thank you, Dean Krishnan. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to see if you're paying attention, that's all. Thank you. I want to begin by acknowledging that this is the final spring convocation for President Mohamed Lashmi in his role as the Vice Chancellor, President and Vice Chancellor of our university. Thank you, President Lashmi, for your leadership over the past 10 years. You have led with courage, with diplomacy, and with grace, guiding this university to its place of preeminence in the post-secondary world. And you have encouraged a culture of equity, diversity, and reconciliation and inclusion, where people from all backgrounds can not only receive an excellent education, but feel welcomed and valued in the process. Thank you, President Lashmi. Now, graduates, congratulations. You made it. I know what it means to be in your shoes today because I graduated from this university several decades ago. Like many of you, I came to Canada from another country. In my case, the Caribbean country of Jamaica. At TMU, I found a home and lifelong friends and colleagues. And thanks in part to the education I received here, I found joy and fulfillment in my chosen field of journalism. And moreover, the tools to support not just academic excellence, but a community that cares deeply about our well-being. I want to acknowledge your great fortitude, your focus, and your commitment in navigating these rapidly changing, uncertain, and might I say, treacherous times. In a world that would seek to divide us on all fronts, I urge you to lead with good conscience and good intentions, with integrity and with kindness. Make it a world you would wish for your children, your grandchildren, and generations to come. I hope you will forgive past generations for not doing as good as they could have. But I have faith in you and the learning you have gained at TMU. The world needs your grit and your dreams of what is possible. Recently, we saw possibility in action when 4 astronauts traveled further from Earth than anyone before. On his return from space, the Canadian astronaut Jeremy Hansen asked young people to find motivation in tackling big challenges. He said, and I quote, "We need to do big things. We should be asking, how can I contribute my gifts to improve the wellness of humanity?" I did have the sense in space that I was very insignificant, but powerful in the collective unity that brought us there. Graduates, you have the tools you need to make the life you desire. Together with the support of family, friends, and colleagues, many of whom are here today. So, keep pursuing your dreams, enjoy your life, and do what makes you genuinely happy. Please stay in touch with TMU and come share your experiences and expertise with the next generation of TMU students. Congratulations again, 2026. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor Chin Loy Chang. Now it's my pleasure to welcome University's President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Mohammad Lashmi.
Thank you, Dean Christian. Welcome to our graduates, family and friends, colleagues from across the university community and beyond. I want to thank Chancellor Chin Loy Chang for her very gracious words about me. As I enter the final 6 months of my presidential term, I am filled with gratitude. Gratitude for the people who have helped move our university forward further and faster than anyone could have imagined 10 years ago. Gratitude for our TMU community, which inspires me every single day. Most of all, gratitude for the opportunity to fulfill the vision for our university to provide our students with the grounding for future success in careers and in life. Graduates, you put a great deal of trust in us, choosing this university to start a journey that will define your future. To be part of that journey is for me the most rewarding part of serving the university community. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. Class of 2026, today marks a great milestone for you. Graduation is a very special and rare moment, bringing together families and friends, colleagues, and communities. Each of us, from our own unique background, represent the diversity of this great country and this planet. All of us gathering to share these moments together. Here today, in a time where we often only see our differences, let's think about how our individual journeys come together at this special moment of celebration and joy. And let this be our inspiration for appreciating how much we all have in common. With that in mind, I would like to ask that for the next hour or so, we use our time and energy to acknowledge what the graduates have achieved. I'm hopeful that despite all the challenges around us, we can respect one another and respect the importance of why we are gathered here today. Graduates, you now look ahead to a new chapter, a future of promise and optimism, prepared to meet the challenges and opportunities ahead. This is your time. You have what the world is looking for: talent, energy, and new ideas. Your years here have prepared you for this moment. We are so very glad that you chose this university, that you immerse yourself in our university community. I hope you are feeling grateful for each other, for the good friends who shared your university experience and are now friends for life. Which brings us full circle. And while we may find success as individuals, as a society, we depend on each other. We need loved ones, colleagues, and community. In French, we never say goodbye. Instead, we say au revoir, which literally means until we see you again. Enjoy your very special day and stay close to your alma mater. Together, we will shape the future. Thank you.
Thank you, President Lashmi. Now it's my pleasure to introduce today's convocation speaker. Dr. Miliana Horvath has been a faculty member at the TMU's Department of Architectural Science since 2004, where she has been teaching courses at the undergraduate program's foundation years and teaches and supervises students in both architecture and building science graduate program. Her research focuses on high-performance building envelopes, building integrated solar technologies, and solar neighborhood planning developed through international collaborations with architects, engineers, and academics. Recently, our work has expanded in the application of artificial intelligence and machine learning in building science and the creation of solar-centric urban neighborhoods aimed at reducing fossil fuel dependency. As an educator and mentor, Dr. Horwath has devoted over 2 decades to inspiring students to design sustainable, climate-responsive buildings and cities that embody both technical excellence and environmental responsibility. In 2015, Dr. Horwath served as the inaugural Associate Dean of Graduate Studies and was the first woman to hold this leadership rank in the faculty, during which she built a complete faculty administrative infrastructure supporting over 1,000 graduate students across 30 degree programs. Her legacy includes establishing guaranteed funding parity for research students and creating specialized professional development for engineering and architecture graduate students. With expertise in both fields, she offers a unique perspective on graduate research. Above all, Dr. Horwath is celebrated for building a community where students feel heard and protected. She remains a fierce advocate for equity, diversity, inclusion, and justice, serving as a vital role model for underrepresented scholars and junior faculty alike. Please welcome to the podium Dr. Miliana Horwath.
Chancellor Chin Loy Chang, President Lashemi, Provost Yanachito Provenzano, deans, established colleagues and representatives who joins us on stage, members of the graduating class, your families, friends, and honored guests. It is my great pleasure to be with you today. I am deeply honored that you have asked me to say a few words on this important occasion and deeply humbled to be standing here in front of you. Let me start by saying that I know how hard you have worked to get here, so congratulations, you really deserve it. Congratulations not only to you, graduates, but to your families, friends, partners, children, siblings, grandparents, parents, and all those who supported you along the way. I see many proud faces in the audience today, and deservedly so. No one gets here entirely alone. Seeing you here today, I see myself about 30 or so years ago, a new immigrant, freshly off the plane, eyes wide open, heart full of hope, anticipation, and little fear, but mostly optimism. Preparing this short talk gave me the chance to look back and try to make sense of my own journey, to boil it down to a few moments. And what I noticed is something that may be familiar to many of you already. Some things that felt extremely important at the time now seem less important. And some small, random, almost accidental moments turn out to be life-changing. When I first arrived in Canada, the closest person I knew was a childhood friend who was doing her Master's of Computer Engineering in Waterloo, University of Waterloo. So I spent my first immigrant days or week crashed in her residence room. So during that hot and humid summer, I was roaming the underground tunnels on campus at Waterloo, completely lost, when a kind professor offered to show me the way. We started chatting, and I learned that he had been a longtime director of School of Architecture. We met again. He looked over my portfolio and credentials and advised me on the master programs that might suit my background and my ideas about my future and career. And a spoiler alert, those ideas did not include becoming a university professor. The mid-1990s recession also meant that very little was being built, except maybe in BC and Alberta. So like many new immigrants, even with a degree, 2 years of work experience, and a decent language skills, but without Canadian experience, I took a job in a coffee shop. At the time, the job did not have a fancy title barista, but it paid the rent. It taught me the recipes for specialty coffees, how to carry on small talks with customers, how to work hard, and most importantly, how to appreciate minimum wage jobs and the people who do them with dignity every day. I knew that for me, this would not be permanent. I had already received an offer of admission to McGill, to Master of Architecture program, and was excited to move to Montreal. I still remember the butterflies in my stomach as I walked up the stairs on the McDonald Harrington building on my first day. I was terrified. Would I be able to succeed? Was my English good enough for academic work? How would I pay back the OSAP loan that I just taken to do this work? It turned out that there was nothing to be afraid of. Almost all the students in our programs and streams were international. We studied together, shared our modest resources, learned from each other about architecture, housing, cities, and cultures from our home countries. Spanish, Portuguese, Arabic, Hindi, Urdu, Mandarin, Japanese, Hebrew, Serbo-Croatian, French, all spoken at the same time, late at night in a studio as we finished projects and assignments. With a degree, I gained knowledge, but I also gained friends for life, many of whom I'm still in touch today. When graduated from McGill, I told myself, enough school, time to look for a real job. 3 months later, I was in a PhD program at Concordia University at the Center of Building Studies. I had only vaguely heard about that program, so I made the call and arranged to meet with the professor. And after our conversation, he asked one of his master's students to show me what she was working on. So she took me to the lab. It was not a lab. It was not just a lab. It was the lab. 2-story high environmental chamber with the largest in North America in the time, building to simulate Canadian climate and seasons and test full-size building envelopes for heat, air, and moisture transfer. Sensors, wires, data loggers, computers recording measurements every few seconds. I almost teared with excitement. I knew in that moment that I never wanted to be anywhere else or to do anything else but to be part of that work. Being a PhD student, even as an international student in Montreal at the time, was much less financially difficult than it is for many students today in Toronto. Tuition was lower, the rents were more affordable, government funding was better. Still, it was hard work. Sometimes it was lonely. Research can feel lonely, especially when it's new enough that there's no firm benchmarks. But with passion, diligence, support, it gets done. And it can take you places you never imagined. It felt like another chance, even when somebody showed me a job posting from the Department of Architectural Science, the only place in Canada and perhaps in North America that brought architecture, building science, and project management together under one roof. And that's how I ended up here many years ago, discovering yet another passion, teaching. Being among young people, full of ideas, open and thirsty to learn, willing to try something new. Helping students on their journey in the same way many others have helped me, sometimes intentionally, sometimes unintentionally, sometimes by plan, sometimes by pure accident. Now, some of you may be thinking, yes, but the world was different then. And you are right. The world is different today. You graduate at a time full of contradiction. We live in the age of extraordinary innovations and extraordinary anxiety. We send telescopes deeper into the universe and spacecrafts towards other worlds, while still struggling to house people with dignity here on Earth. We develop artificial intelligence systems that can generate images, text, code, and mathematical models in seconds, while we still have not fully learned how to listen to each other. We speak of going to the moon, Mars, and beyond, while facing floods, fires, heat waves, biodiversity loss, displacement, war, inequity, and changing climate on the only planet that is currently our home. And you, architects, engineers, building scientists, designers, researchers, are graduating directly into this complexity. That is both a burden and a privilege. At my own convocation at McGill in 1998, the famous scientist Stephen Jay Gould spoke about prediction, contingency, and the future through the lens of evolution. He reminded us that after the great extinction and the demise of the most powerful species of that time, the dinosaurs, it was the small mammals that survived and evolved. A shrew, a mouse. What stayed with me was not the promise that the future could be known. In fact, it was almost the opposite. He reminded us that history is not inevitable. It is full of chance, randomness, complexity, and unexpected turns. At first, that can sound unsettling. We like to believe that if we study enough, calculate enough, model enough, we can know what comes next. But Gould's message was, in its own way, deeply hopeful. If the future is not fully predetermined, then our choices matter, our work matters, our courage matters, our kindness matters. What we design, build, repair, protect, question, refuse, and imagine, all of that matters. And this is where your education becomes more than just a credential. For undergrad students, today marks the end of one major chapter and the beginning of a larger professional and human journey. You now have enough knowledge to know that the world is complicated and enough skill to begin changing it. For master's graduates, you have gone deeper. You have specialized, questioned assumptions, and learned that expertise is not about having all the answers, but about asking better questions. For PhD graduates, you know something even more humbling, that the edge of knowledge is not a clean line. It's messy, it's uncertain, sometimes frustrating, and often lonely. But it is also where the future begins to take shape. To all of you, do not underestimate the importance of the fields you have chosen. Architecture and engineering are not only about buildings, bridges, systems, materials, software, infrastructure, or technology. They are about people. They are about a child who needs a safe school. They are about the older person who needs a comfortable home, the patient who needs a reliable hospital, the community that needs clean water, the worker who needs a safe workplace, the city that needs resilience, and the planet that needs us to be wiser than we have ever been. We often speak of innovation as if it belongs only to the shiny, the digital, the spectacular. And yes, there is wonder in space exploration, artificial intelligence, advanced materials, robotics, and all the new tools available to you. But innovation is also humble. It is a better detail that prevents mold in a wall assembly. It is a bridge that serves a community for generations. It is a building that uses less energy and still gives joy. It is a neighborhood design not only for cars, but for children, trees, elders, and ordinary human life. It is a spreadsheet that helps distribute resources more fairly. It is a policy that removes a barrier. It is conversation that prevents harm. So as you leave today, I hope you will hold on to three things. First, stay curious. Not just about technology, but about people. Curiosity will keep you learning long after formulas, codes, software, and standards change. Second, stay humble. The world does not need professionals that are certain about everything. It needs professionals who are competent, ethical, reflective, and willing to listen. Third, stay hopeful, but not passively hopeful. Hope is not belief that everything will be fine on its own. Hope is decision to work with others towards something better. You will not solve the climate change problem alone. You will not fix housing affordability alone. You will not redesign our cities, infrastructure, energy systems, or institutions alone. No meaningful change has ever happened because one person did everything. It happens because many people in many places do their part with integrity. Looking at you today, I feel genuine optimism. Not because the challenges are small, they are not. but because you are here. Because you have learned how to think, how to design, how to test, how to question, how to collaborate, how to persist. Because you care. Because you are impatient with old excuses. Because you understand, perhaps better than many generations before you, that the future of humanity and the future of the planet are not separate stories. They are one story. And now, you become among its authors. So graduates, as you leave this ceremony, I hope you celebrate fully. Take the photos, hug your people, thank those who help you, laugh, eat something good, and rest a little. And then, when you are ready, go into this complicated, beautiful, wounded, astonishing world and help make it more just, more generous, more resilient, and more humane. The future is not guaranteed, but that means it's still open. And I cannot wait to see what will you do with it. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Dr. Horvath, for that inspiring talk. As our graduates prepare to come forward, I will take this opportunity to request that you hold your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. We do, however, welcome spontaneous outbursts of joy, enthusiasm, and even relief from family and friends. That's all part of your celebration. And so all graduates are celebrated equally. We ask that everyone please remain for the duration of the ceremony. I am now asked to come forward and thank in advance the university's registrar, Sherry Hodges.
Thank you, Dean Krishnan. Will the graduands please rise if you are able? Chancellor Chinloy Chang, President Lashemi, Provost Yana Chito Provenzano, honored guests, faculty members, staff, families, and friends of the graduands. It is my honor and pleasure to present graduands from Toronto Metropolitan University's Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science degree programs. Our graduands include all those who are joining us for today's ceremony, as well as those unable to attend who are graduating in absentia. I certify that each has met the academic requirements for the awards that they are about to receive, and that each has been duly approved by Toronto Metropolitan University Senate. Congratulations to each of you. Please be seated.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the undergraduate degrees in the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science. Bachelor of Engineering, Honors in Biomedical Engineering, Omar Aliyar. Muhammadu Wuri Ba. Prathayani Balasubramaniam with distinction. Anit Benipal, Tahur Chandiwala, Sazan Chaudhary, Afra Krishti, Tasnim Chaudhary, Jacqueline DeScenzo, Mara El Shafi, George Fernando, Emilio Flores Pulido, Mary Gallant, Hirbod Gadiri, Ravneet Gill, Robert Harder, Hasna Haroon, Kawaja Daniel Hassan, Lara Janu, Maria Jovovich with distinction, Ruby Ann Kawam with distinction, Heather Ali Khan, Gleb Levashov, Joshua DeLittle, Raphael Mancini, Janocinth Manivanan, Joshua Meyer, Tessia Napolitano, Ali Nazir with distinction, Ian Andre Ocampo, Rachna Patel, Shania Persad, Yana Poshtich, Hiba Abdul Rahim, Matthew Ramcharan, Victor Shevchuk, Mohammed Sohaib Syed, Anthony Tanushev with distinction, Juan Manuel Tohansi Botero, Jananan Velvalicham, Hasya Mihir Vies, Michael Williams, Nyla Wong, Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Biomedical Engineering Cooperative Program, Justin Allen, Zaid Al-Mikdadi, Kusai Antabi, Subha Karim Ariana with distinction, Karen Bishara, Julia Butrico, Kiran Chane, Nicole De Silva with distinction, Ella Di Filippis, Tenzin Tonye with distinction, Alessia Denalo with distinction, Kendall Falconer with distinction, Arian Fraculi, Xin Yi Han, Maya Hao with distinction, Tanvir Hassan with distinction, Ngu Tada Tain with distinction, Kayla Javadifar with distinction, Natalie Yurkiewicz with distinction, Janeza Macaulay with distinction, Alyssa Magpile, Kian Nahad, Abdulrahman Nakawe with distinction, Ifayan Michael Ogwamanam with distinction, Ana Ormeni, Mohammed Paracha, Elena Petrova, Belinda Serafin with distinction, Sanron Sundararaja with distinction, Abdur Rehman Sayed, Januvin Datparan, Harini Vishwanathan, Nabiha Wakar, Mario Zaki, Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Computer Engineering, Sarim Amir, Mariam Abdul Rauf, Shahryar Abid, Abdullah Abud, Mesam Adil, Wase Adil, Mehdi Asan, Ibrahim Ali, Jamil Ali, Abdullah Arif, Arvin Aryampur, Rafa Ashraf, Ahad Atik, Reem Aziz, Anaf Beg, Marley Barsoom with distinction, Hasib Abdul Buyan, Victor Botnov, Andy Cow, Rafael Capella Rocha with distinction, Harvik Chaudhary, Hassan Chima, Audrey Chen, Stephen Chen, Daniel Chu, Peter Clark, Michael Coletta with distinction, Jameson Stanley Cruz, Eric Cunha, Sebastian Da Costa, Gorov Divecha, Aaron Dugdeen, Kimya Fala, Megan Field, Dexter Ryan Floreza, Arian Fuladre, Taha Gori, Hanana Gohir, Jing Yi Guo, Abhinav Gupta, Azan Heather, Omar Hashem, Salman Hashim, Hamza Hashmi, Shahir Hassan, Samuel Hawk, Matthew Ing, Bilal Irfan with distinction, Umair Irfan, Awais Irshad, Sina Jabari, Tasfiq Jashimuddin, Sara Jawaid, Nitharshan Jayabalasingham, Digno Justin, Bharathan Kalanathan, Sujith Kandeya, Katrina Kezale, Redwan Khalifa, Mohammed Khan, Mohammed Khan, David Kwok with distinction, Joshua Lee, Kiana Lee, Jackie Lee with distinction, Andy Yu Lin with distinction, Bilal Mahmood, Hamza Makred, Mohammed Mansouri with distinction, Joshua Matthew, Daniel Medebayev, Jerome Medina, Cole Milanovic, Krisham Minhas, Clyde Moglika, Jacob Mohammed, Lama Mohammed, Malak Borham Mohammed, Bilal Mohammed, Nicholas Matu, Feroz Naeem, Habiba Nagi with distinction, Ahmed Najafi, Raida Nazimuddin, Tan Kwa Nguyen, Trevor Nice with distinction, Manvir Panu, Harshraj Parmar with distinction, Dhruv Patel, Parthiv Patel, Behzad Altaf Pathan, Chanuth Pathirana, Samir Qureshi, Ittehad bin Rahman, Ronak Ray, Nathaniel Recto. Tim Roser. Mariam Sajad. Lucas San Juan. Sukesan Selvarivindran. Diego Serrano Martello. Jason Servito. Janil Shah. Sarim Shawar. David Shi. Noore Sahar Siddiqui. Parneet Singh. Ronak Singh. David Smith. Harsh Sanlanki. Christian Sorto. Abigail Stone. Victor Stroganoff. Andrew Sudik. Harish Suresh. Ahmad Tabel with distinction. Benjamin Tan with distinction. Anthony Teddy with distinction. Daniel Tran. Matthew True. Saad Usmani. Luca Valitudi. Raymond Vo. Saad Wasim. Ala Yafawi. Amy Zhu. Janice Zhu. Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Computer Engineering Cooperative Program. Philip Abdallah with distinction. Laith Alayubi. Ahmed Ali with distinction. Mohib Amin. Aman Asim with distinction. Kulraj Bahia. Kevin Bahat. Harnoor Boparai with distinction. Kartike Chaudhary. Louis Chevalier. Asif Chaudhary. Connor Collington with distinction. Benjamin Corbett. Dalton Crow. Sanchit Das. Jonah DeMont. Jimmy Fang Shu. Evan Fekete. Yusuf Friga. Angelo Sartigana with distinction. Aravind Gnana Managoran. Armin Graywall, with distinction. Nadia Jahan. Sujin Jayakumar, with distinction. Caleb Joseph. Rafid Karim. Joaquin Kataoka, with distinction. Ikra Khan, with distinction. Zuhair Khan. Ryan Koo, with distinction. Araz Kibrira. Abhinandan Kundu. Jason Lai. Adrian Law. Andrew Lay, with distinction. Rachel Lee. Monisha Lakshmanan. Lee Shu Ma. Jordan Mack. Liana Manuel Pillai, with distinction. Nicholas Mascioni, with distinction. Alex Meng, with distinction. Aziz Minayar. Zoraver Maltani. Delina Nguyen, with distinction. Anmol Panchal, with distinction. Adrian Parungo. Deep Patel, with distinction. Ishan Patel, with distinction. Krish Patel. Shashir Prakash. Vlad Raduku, with distinction. Nafia Rahman, with distinction. Mukesh Sabasan, with distinction. Matthew Sano. Vlad Skraba, with distinction. Uday Shergill, with distinction. Jasdeep Singh. Sanjay Sivapragasam, with distinction. Latika Sureya Peruma Arachige. Daniel Su, with distinction. Latishan Suthaharan, with distinction. Fudel Syed. Arjun Tiruchelvaraja. Dylan Tran. Kwang Min Tran. Henry Trong. Rohan Uppal, with distinction. Ali Usmani, with distinction. Miguel Varela Napoli, with distinction. Yazant Vikneswaran, with distinction. Ivan Wong. Joshua Wong, with distinction. Carlos Wong Feng. Nini Yang. Christopher Zita. Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Electrical Engineering, Asil Abdullah. Amana El Baba with distinction. Ali Atwan. Amel Bagetta. Jaden Chen. Jason Chen with distinction. Jagadish Dasa. Philip De Barros. Hanja Fu. Ilya Gretchen. Rohit Gupta. Clover Joseph. Mashal Joya. Abe Kare. Chen Yi Lin. Nat Hong Nguyen. Daniel Olinyk with distinction. Amr Qureshi. Afnan Rahman. Momo Rahman. Adam Roth. Amir Sarek. Joseph Sadeh. Mohammed Ahmad Shafiq. Haider Shakil with distinction. Aniket Sharma. Joseph Soleiman. Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Electrical Engineering Cooperative Program, Zain Amr with distinction. Azaz Ahmed with distinction. Shamir Ahmed. Rami Ahmed. Yusuf Ali. Lauren Baglione with distinction. Joab Berhane. Irdi Bragasi. Keaton Coakley. Diego Cortez Cabal. Wahid Fahim. Seper Ghaffori Rahimabadi. Shahir Gohar. Abdullahi Hassan. Connor Haycoop with distinction. Tian Huang with distinction. Saida Jahan. Kishore Kirbakaran with distinction. Shane Lutchmanen. Connor Mazzaferro with distinction. Eric May with distinction. Mahathir Mohammed with distinction. Kimia Mortazavi. Arshia Nobakt. Andrew O'Brien. Dev Patel, with distinction. Jacob Schuyler Rakeno. Denushan Rasalingam. Anushan Ravichandran. Jami Sattar, with distinction. Jonathan Sayeg. Joshua Severino. Ziad Sharawi. Wasif Shafi. Mohammed Forkwan Sheikh, with distinction. Mahed Shamsi. Ramtin Soleimani. Takwan Taushik, with distinction. Sakeen Vilaytham. Brian Shu. Danushkant Yogeshwaran. Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present candidates for the graduate degrees in the Faculty of Engineering and Architectural Science. Master of Applied Science in Biomedical Engineering. Alexander Dipolito. Matthew Lam. Yan Chi Liu. Hilia Saber. Carol Wasif. Master of Engineering in Biomedical Engineering. Mohammed Erfan Ajami. Mina Bagheri. Emily Baxter. Parmida Chubsaz. Sean DeMello. Sarah Dolson. Mewish Jabin. Hemant Karakola. Mecca Matthew. Jillian Merkley. Sanjita Tabassum Noshin. Pawan Preet Kaur Panu. Manahil Kamer. Daniel Joseph Samuel. Vahisan Siva Gunalalan. Master of Engineering in Computer Networks. Tanjir Nabil Chaudhary. Mohammed Farhad Ibni Anwar. Master of Applied Science in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Quentin Courier Moritsugu. Lucas Crome. Vaishali Mayapan. Master of Engineering in Electrical and Computer Engineering. Nujema Ahmed. Nujema is being congratulated on stage by her dad, Khalid Ahmed from Graphic Communications Management. Majd Alber. Rohan Anand. Romina Arabi. Paul Economou. Augustin Ewemade. Ahmed Fahmy, Mohammed Imadullah Faruqi, Mohammed Saddam Hussein, Ryan Jean, Mohammed Shahir Khan, Harsaheb Mataru, Termi Mohebi, Iponwosa Oboretin, Harsh Panchal, Smit Patel, Akash Nitin Kumar Rana, William Stewart, Rehan Ashfaq Said, Bavishay Tapar, Alan Varghese, Master of Engineering, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship, John Alber, Pratik Awasti, Ahmad Baz, Andreas Camus Ramos, Awabin Danish, Daniel Iguanowu, Sara Goswami, Pega Joseme, Amin Mohammedi, Tarlan Nafisi, Kamal Nasiruddin, Mariana Grace Oli, Nikki Pache Monfarid, Hamid Reza Rezai, Mohammed Saleh Shafa Gatian, Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering, Anahita Abbasnejad Seresti. Their thesis was on improving diagnosis of heart disease with advanced 3D heart scans, supervised by Dr. Owais Khan. Arman Agai. Their thesis was on physics-based machine learning to enhance medical imaging, supervised by Dr. Owais Khan. Daniel Genkin. Their thesis was on evaluation of muscle loss in those with COPD using automated analysis of CT scans, supervised by Dr. Miranda Kirby. Nilufar Kasemzai. Their thesis was on new tools for building tiny, customizable gel fibers to grow cells and repair tissues, supervised by Dr. Scott Tsai. Sina Keshavars. Their thesis was on building a new steerable catheter to navigate blocked arteries, supervised by Dr. Ali Tavalai. Siddharth Sadanand. Their thesis was on a clinical pilot of advanced MRI for fetal brain imaging in complicated pregnancies, supervised by Dr. Daphna Sussman and Dr. Greg Stanis. Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical and Computer Engineering, Musa Al-Kawamesi. Their thesis was on AI-assisted design of reconfigurable computing chips, supervised by Dr. Andy Yee. Hanieh Ashraf-Firaz. Their thesis was on designing a tiny wireless chip for continuous health monitoring through injectable biosensors, supervised by Dr. Virgilio Valente. Xiao Dan Bi. Their thesis was on making vehicle networks faster and smarter with AI and digital twin technology, supervised by Dr. Lian Zhao. Seema Darbasi. Their thesis was on development and testing of a flexible pressure sensor for improvised measurement accuracy, supervised by Dr. Virgilio Valente. Hamed Karimi. Their thesis was on making AI predictions more reliable by measuring uncertainty, supervised by Dr. Reza Samavi. Negar Kariyemipur. Their thesis was on understanding how renewable energy systems behave during power grid disturbances, supervised by Dr. Mohammad Reza Arani. Mohammad Reza Maleki. Their thesis was on making neural networks more reliable and safe at scale, supervised by Dr. Reza Samavi. Luella Marcos. Their thesis was on using transformer-based AI to improve the image quality of safer CT scans, supervised by Dr. Javad Ali-Rezai. Suren Salaminijads. Their thesis was on using AI to predict and improve search engine performance, supervised by Dr. Ibrahim Bagheri and Dr. Susan Beheshti. Syed Ahmad Ali Shah. Their thesis was on creating intelligent wireless networks with artificial intelligence, AI, and autonomous drones, supervised by Dr. Javier Fernando and Dr. Rasha Kashef. Tharmini Thavaratnam. Their thesis was on a practical framework for improving and reconfiguring electricity distribution networks to support growing demand driven by clean energy and electrification, supervised by Dr. Bala Venkatesh. Samane Yazdanipur. Their thesis was on protecting electric vehicle charging systems from cyber-physical threats in a connected world, supervised by Dr. Reza Arani. Madam Chancellor, please join me in congratulating today's graduates.
For for those young kids who are scared and uncertain and don't know where their paths are going. I want them to know that's absolutely possible if you put your mind to it.
Don't be afraid of failing. You're not always right. It doesn't always work out. You have to be honest with yourself, but you don't quit.
If there's a crisis, I will be all over it. I don't run away from crisis, I run to it.
You have the power. You have the power to go and change the world. Things are not going to be handed to you. You need to get outside of your comfort zone and, most importantly, never give up.
There's a lot of hurt in the world and a lot of people who want to find purpose. Each of us have to take a stand and share our voice because it matters.
Please welcome to the stage TMU's Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Roberta Iannacito Provenzano.
Thank you very much, Dean Krishnan. Graduates of the class of 2026, esteemed faculty and staff, proud parents, families, friends, and supporters, it's truly an honor to stand before you on this extraordinary day, a day filled with pride, joy, and an immense sense of accomplishment. To our graduates, today we recognize your academic achievements and the years of dedication, perseverance, and hard work that brought you here. But perhaps, even more importantly, we celebrate who you have become. Graduates, your time at TMU has shaped you in ways that extend far beyond the classroom. It has prepared you for a world that is dynamic, complex, and deeply interconnected. You've learned to think critically, to engage with different perspectives, to navigate uncertainty, and to work collaboratively with others. You've developed the skills and confidence to contribute meaningfully to your communities, to your professions, and to the world around you. You've also demonstrated the strength and determination that this moment represents. These are the principles that will guide you as you help shape a more equitable, inclusive, and sustainable future, allowing you to continue to cultivate curiosity, adaptability, and a commitment to lifelong learning. These qualities will serve you well wherever your journey takes you. The world needs you. It needs you to lead with integrity, to approach challenges with creativity, and to work alongside others to help build stronger and more inclusive communities. And this is exactly what I see before me today. And of course, no one reaches a milestone like this alone. Graduates, today is also an opportunity to recognize the people who supported you along the way. Your families, your friends, your professors, and your mentors, all your loved ones who have encouraged you, who have challenged you, and who've believed in you, even in those moments when you doubted yourself. To all those who have supported our graduates throughout their journey, thank you. I think we should give them a round of applause. I encourage all of you to stay connected to your alma mater. You are now part of a vibrant and dynamic network of TMU alumni who are making a true impact in communities, industries, and sectors around the world. Your connection to TMU doesn't end today. It simply evolves. As you move forward, remember that success is not defined by having all the answers. It's built through continuous learning, through resilience and a willingness to keep growing throughout your life. As Maya Angelou once said, do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better. I believe that sentiment captures the very essence of education. It challenges us to grow, to broaden our perspectives, and to use what we know to make a positive difference in the world. Class of 2026, we are so extraordinarily proud of you, of all that you've accomplished, and even more excited about all that lies ahead. So go forward with confidence, purpose, and curiosity, knowing that your TMU family will always be cheering you on. Congratulations again, and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Thank you.
I would like to thank all the staff, volunteers, and faculty here today who helped make this ceremony a wonderful experience for all. Graduates and guests, once again, congratulations from everyone at the university. I hope you continue to enjoy this very special day. I now welcome Catherine Rowan from the Office of the Dean in the Faculty of Arts to sing the national anthem. For those who are able to stand, please remain standing until all of our graduates have left the arena. Graduates, please follow our arena marshals who will usher you to the 4th floor to join your family and friends. Thank you for celebrating with us today.